I don't really know what this is. Hey guys, so today's video is about Tana Mongeau. I don't know what's above my lip. I think it's just like foundation coming off. Please ignore that. Because I can't stop looking at it. Everything will be in description that you might need, and let's just get into today's video about Tana Mongeau. I don't know if I already said it's about Tana Mongeau. So she has a podcast called Cancelled. And guess what happened to it? It got cancelled. You guessed it right. Yeah, we're all brainiacs here. We're all geniuses. We could have never seen that one coming. So the podcast has been kind of like on and off on the ropes. They've taken a lot of breaks, and I know that Brooke really loves doing the podcast. Brooke is Tana Mongeau's co-host, and at first, I remember when the first few episodes of Cancelled came out, and I kind of kept watching them just to see what the vibes are like. I remember Brooke was actually getting quite a bit of hate, which is crazy compared to now, because now everyone loves Brooke, even more than Tana. But at first everyone was like, why is Brooke this like the star of the show? Why is she like taking away the attention, and why is she talking over everyone? And now they're like in love with Brooke. So I think everyone just feels bad about this podcast being cancelled purely because Brooke now loses like that outlet that she had, and I know she loved doing the podcast, but there were a lot of breaks here and there that we could have guessed would have led to this ending. So the last episode that has been posted on the Cancelled YouTube channel, which is just Tana Mongeau's second channel rebranded. She used to have her main channel for story times and a second channel for vlogs, and then that vlog channel then got rebranded to Cancelled by Tana Mongeau, Cancelled with Tana Mongeau. And it says, a formal apology from us, Cancelled episode 28. And that's that on that. In a few of these episodes, Brooke talks about a guy called Joe that she's given the name Joe. He's not actually called Joe. A guy she like is dating on and off, and it's a secret. She doesn't want anyone to know who Joe is. I think he's a bit famous, something like that. Tana has then a live show that she has started recently with Spotify called Exposed. She accidentally said his full name, but no one screen recorded this. It's almost like a myth, a legend, somewhere like out in the wild. Like everyone's saying, oh my god, we know who this guy is, but like no one is actually saying who this guy is, and no one has a screen recording of it. Nothing. Tana tweeted a sad face, and Brooke said that she's really upset about, you know, Tana Mongeau exposing this. People thought that's why the podcast ended, because Brooke was like, I'm not going back on, like, I don't want to do this anymore. But then they were kind of back in talks about the podcast. So it was like almost they had made up, and they were like, okay, well, let's do the podcast. Since then, they hadn't posted an episode, and people are asking Brooke and everyone, you know, how things are going. And Brooke said, you know, she put out this tweet being like, it's not happening anymore. Now, people think it's because obviously of that breakup. Now, in my opinion, it might be a management issue. So if you guys don't remember, I don't know, it's so British there, remember. If you guys don't remember, I'm going to bring you down a little memory lane. So Tana Mongeau used to be managed by a guy called Jordan, and he was in the MTV show that she had. And after the MTV show, she had posted a YouTube video being like, I am severely depressed, severely mentally ill, and I'm also addicted to a lot of substances, you know, just a lot of very deep stuff, just about how her mental health is just not doing too great, and how she's just being forced to do things that she doesn't want to do just for the sake of pushing her career forward, I guess. Everyone kind of blamed Jordan for a bit, and it almost seemed like she was indirectly talking about Jordan when it comes to like the pressures around her and yada. Then she actually announces that she's found a new management and that she's working with the new management. Then she has Trisha Paytas on her show. Trisha had actually been managed by the same guy, Jordan, and they talk about him, and Trisha's like, hey, like, do you want to start telling the truth? Like, let's both just expose him, essentially. But Tana's still a bit like iffy about saying anything bad about him, but essentially Trish drags Jordan for being a really bad manager. So this all makes it look like there is a lot of beef between Tana and Jordan. And now recently she was actually spotted with Jordan, so I'm wondering if the issue isn't really with Brooke or Tana, or you know, them not being willing to do the show anymore. Is there like a management issue? You know, was the whole thing funded by the management or the manager, and now that she's gone off and done like Exposed with Spotify or something, is this breaking some kind of a contract? Is she now like, maybe she doesn't like the terms of the contract anymore, like maybe they were taking a cut or something and she just doesn't like that anymore? Or maybe because she did that like trial run doing Exposed on Spotify, maybe Spotify really liked it, the numbers were really good, and Spotify had offered her a better contract, but now she's having to break one contract, but she can't do that, but she wants the Spotify contract. Like maybe that's what's going on. I feel like Spotify is giving out a lot of deals right now. It sounds like they had given her Exposed as almost like a trial run to see how many numbers she can pull, and maybe it was enough to then give her and Brooke that shot. But now she's battling like, can I get my second channel back from this like management? Maybe she doesn't want to be with them anymore. That sounds like a long word. Maybe she just doesn't want to be with them anymore. I feel like the beef isn't really between Tana and Brooke. I feel like more than anything, it could be a behind the scenes management issue. Brooke actually addressed it in a vlog where she talks about being unemployed again, which is great. I love her like comedy throughout all of this. I feel like finding Brooke through the podcast has been like a really precious thing. I really like Brooke. I think she's really sweet. But anyway, there's more friend drama. So if you guys don't know, Tana Mongeau and James Charles have been beefing for a minute. Tana doesn't appreciate the fact that James Charles is talking to underage people, allegedly. James Charles doesn't like that Tana Mongeau doesn't like that he's talking to underage people, allegedly. Which is like, you know, I know what side I'm picking in this little battle. Brooke and James Charles actually have a photo taken at Coachella, and people are like, oh my god. Like, with how vocal Tana Mongeau has been about not liking James Charles, you'd think that like Brooke wouldn't take a picture with him. I don't know if it was supposed to be like ironic, like, you know, like when you don't like someone, you're like maybe it was supposed to be ironic. I have faith in Brooke that she wouldn't take a picture with someone who talks to underage people, allegedly. Like, I feel like she's better than that. She's better than that. I feel like this was ironic. This was supposed to be like a stance, like a statement. It was supposed to be like a movement. You know, I'm sure she's not friendly with him. I'm sure because I know her, and I know her soul, and I know her heart, and I know she would never do that to me. So let's just assume that she didn't actually want to take a picture with James Charles, and it was more like, oh my god, haha, like everyone's gonna love this, like Tana, just watch this, you know. Like, I'm hoping it was one of those. We can only hope, really. That's all we can do in this lifetime, just hope. So then after that little tidbit, people are like, oh my god, are they beefing because Tana like doesn't like Brooke for taking him out? No, I genuinely don't think it's a beef issue between Tana and Brooke. I think genuinely it's just a management issue behind the scenes. Like, that's what I think. But obviously I'm not there, so like take my word as like not gospel, maybe. Then we have James Charles's birthday. So it's his 23rd birthday the other day, and I spoke about this. Mario and Imari, who are both Tana Mongeau's friends, had actually posted a TikTok that they were at James Charles's birthday party.
Okay, you guys, so if you don't know, now you know. I'm in Palm Springs right now for James Charles' birthday. Love Miss Jamie Charlie, Camp Charles, you know, all that good stuff. But right now, we just got presented with these banana bread shots. It's like oat milk and like cookie and like banana and like, I don't know, it's supposed to be like really, really good. So we're gonna try.
Which is an issue, obviously, because James Charles and Tana are beefing. Imari and Mario are friends with Tana. So therefore, why are they at his birthday party, you know? Tana Mongeau actually duetted that and wasn't very pleased. But then actually Tana Mongeau went on live on TikTok with Imari, and Imari seemed to be really pissed off about the fact that people are calling him out on this.
You guys, I told you guys I was at James's birthday. I don't know what more you want.
He was at James's birthday. We don't know what more you want.
Damn, I don't see y'all commenting on Mario's
Traitor.
Oh my god.
Like, Tana seems completely fine with him. I don't think that has ruined their friendship at all. Like, I think they're completely fine. I think Tana Mongeau actually doesn't care. Like, she's one of those people, she just like chats about everyone. But she's not like actually, she's not like, oh my god, you're either on my side or like, I'm not gonna be friends with you. She's just like, I'm gonna chat shit. And I'm gonna chat shit. Like, you do what you want with that information. I'm just gonna chat shit. And like, take it or leave it, I'm going to do that. Which means I don't think there's much of that like loyalty thing where it's like she doesn't actually expect her friends to be super like loyal to the cause. She's just more like, I'm just gonna chat shit. You guys have fun, you know, if you guys want to still hang out then perfectly fine. People are asking, obviously, in the live stream comments, like, oh my god, why did Amari go to the birthday party? Like, can Amari address the fact that he was at this birthday party? And Amari was like very pissed off about it. He didn't look like he was uncomfortable, but he looked like he was like, why are people asking me about this? Like, I got an invite, so I went. And it was just like, you're wondering why we're pissed off about the fact that you went to his birthday party when he texted underage people, allegedly. And then you're wondering why we're not like, oh my god, yeah, you went to celebrate his birthday? Yay, yippee. Like, it's I just don't like anyone that associates with James Charles. Period. Like, that's it. That was the I was gonna like, there's gonna be a comma there, but like, I'm just actually gonna full stop. Like, I just don't like anyone that associates with James Charles. Full stop. I was trying to add extra full stop. So yeah, I just don't think it's appropriate. I don't think it's okay. And I think flocks of a feather bird, you know that English saying? I'm so awful at sayings in English. I'm also awful at sayings in Polish. So like, there is not a single language where I can actually string a saying together. Birds of a feather flock together. Maybe that's the one. Like, that kind of rhymed. So it kind of sounded like it was going to be the thing. I'm not calling Imari a nonce. I'm just saying that I always assume that if you're enabling your friends to do something, you're also okay with doing it. Like, even if you're not actively doing it, you're like, you wouldn't be opposed to doing it. So I wouldn't want anyone, like, even being Tana, like, I wouldn't be okay with associating with Imari because of his association with James Charles. Does that make sense? Like, I just feel like, not even with little things, but with like big things, like with crimes. Like, alleged crimes. Like, obviously if someone's living just a slightly different lifestyle to me, I don't care. Like, and also don't think it applies to every flaw as a human being. I think you're supposed to be forgiving to your friends and like accept them with their flaws and help them better themselves. But I feel like James Charles has had time and time to fix himself, and it's also a borderline alleged crime. So I just feel like Amari should have just stayed out of the birthday celebrations. And now he's like angry at the comments for being like, why did you go celebrate his birthday? That's so weird. These days it's almost like a bit unknown how Tana Mongeau feels about James Charles because of how accepting she is of the fact that her friends are hanging out with him. But then again, like I said, I don't know if I think she's just one of those people that's like, I'm just gonna check. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for Tana Mongeau. Brooke cancelled the podcast and everything in between. And I'll see so subscribe with that bell, like, comment for engagement. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.